Welcome to Mind Peace. Life is full of lessons, but not all of them are easy to learn. Some take years, even decades, to fully understand. The hardest lessons are the ones no one tells you about. Lessons that only become clear after pain, failure, or regret. But what if you could learn these lessons now instead of later? That's what this video is about. We'll go through the most important but rarely discussed truths about life, gathered from elders, personal experiences, and deep reflections. These lessons can change your mindset, help you avoid unnecessary suffering, and allow you to live with more wisdom and peace. Stay with me until the end because we'll not only explore these lessons, but also discuss how to apply them in your daily life. And I want to hear from you. Have you ever learned one of these the hard way? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's get started. 1. The price of silence and self-respect. One of the biggest mistakes people make is confusing patience with self-sacrifice. There's a difference between enduring hard times for a greater purpose and staying in a bad situation because you're afraid to leave. Too often, we remain silent in toxic relationships, unfulfilling jobs, or friendships that drain us because we think that leaving makes us weak. But the truth is, leaving something that no longer serves you is not a failure. It's a sign of wisdom. Imagine living in a house where the roof leaks every time it rains. Instead of moving to a new place, you keep putting down buckets to catch the water. Over time, you get used to the leaks, convincing yourself that this is just how life is. But one day, you realize that the house has been slowly rotting, and all the effort you put into managing the damage could have been used to build something better elsewhere. This is what happens when you stay silent in a bad situation. It doesn't break you all at once. It eats away at you little by little until you no longer recognize yourself. A woman named Sarah worked at a company for 10 years. She was always the first one in and the last one out. Her boss took advantage of her dedication, never giving her a raise or promotion. She convinced herself that if she worked even harder, things would change. They never did. Finally, she left. A year later, she had tripled her salary in a new job that valued her skills. The lesson here is simple. If a situation is draining you, you owe it to yourself to leave. Silence does not protect you. It only delays the inevitable. Have you ever stayed in a situation longer than you should have? What made you finally leave? Let me know in the comments. 2. People will change lanes without signaling. Life is unpredictable, and so are people. One of the toughest lessons to learn is that people will change without warning. Friends, partners, and colleagues will sometimes act in ways you never expected. We often assume that because we treat people well, they will do the same. But life doesn't work that way. Not everyone follows the same rules. Think about driving on a highway. You're following all the rules, checking your mirrors, signaling before you change lanes. But suddenly, someone cuts you off. It's frustrating, but it's also reality. A man once lent his best friend $5,000, believing they had a lifelong bond. His friend disappeared and never repaid the debt. At first, he felt betrayed, but then he realized something important. This debt was a small price to pay to remove a dishonest person from his life. Expect change. Don't expect an apology. And don't waste time chasing explanations. You'll never get one that satisfies you. 3. Time is the most expensive currency. If someone stole $100 from you, you'd be upset. But what about when someone steals a year of your life by keeping you in a situation that leads nowhere? We are careful with money but reckless with time. We waste it on toxic relationships, unfulfilling careers, and unnecessary drama. But the reality is you can always make more money. You can't make more time. Mike was in a long-term relationship with someone who constantly made him feel small. He kept waiting for things to change. 5 years passed. Nothing changed. He finally walked away and realized that the time he lost was the real cost of staying. Before you say yes to anything, ask yourself, is this worth my time? If I fast forward 5 years, will I regret this decision? If the answer is no, then it's time to let go. 4. Happiness is not an accident. It's a choice. Many people think happiness is something they will find someday, after they get a better job, a new relationship, or retire. But happiness is not found. it is created. A man named George once said, "I was always waiting to be happy, waiting for a better job, waiting for the right partner, waiting for retirement. Then one day I realized I could be happy now. I stopped chasing happiness and started living it." Happiness isn't tomorrow. It's today. If you don't create it now, it won't magically appear later. 5. The sweetest revenge is living well. We've all been wronged at some point. Maybe someone betrayed you, lied to you, or underestimated you. The natural instinct is to prove them wrong. But here's the truth. The best revenge is success and peace. Instead of wasting energy on anger, redirect it toward building the life you deserve. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first television job and told she was not fit for TV. Instead of proving them wrong by arguing, she did it by becoming one of the most successful media personalities of all time. Don't get even. Get better. Your success is the only response you need. 6. Not every battle is worth fighting. One of the hardest lessons to learn is that not everything deserves your energy. Some people will try to drag you into drama, arguments, or unnecessary conflicts. But not every battle is worth your time. Before engaging in a fight, ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Is this helping me grow? Am I fighting because I want peace or because I want to be right? If it's not worth your peace, walk away. Your energy is valuable, spend it wisely. Final thoughts and your turn. Life is too short to hold grudges. Waste time on the wrong people, or wait for happiness to find you. Learn to walk away when needed. Expect people to change lanes without warning. Protect your time. It's your most valuable asset. Create happiness daily, not someday. Let success be your response to negativity. Choose your battles wisely. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these life lessons resonated with you the most? Have you ever learned one of these the hard way? Drop a comment below, I read every single one. If you found value in this video, hit that like button and subscribe to Mindpeace for more insights on personal growth and wisdom. See you in the next video. Stay wise, stay strong, and protect your peace.